Twin flame energy, twin flame energy, twin flame energy.
Yo,
Cass. We had a metronome on.
Anyways, this is AJ. Welcome to Twin Flame Energy, and she being extra.
This is Dominique. This is actually part 2 of 3, to be exact, on the year 1 reset. So no real intro is needed today. Let's just get into it. I do have an interesting question. It's kind of a tangent question. Well, I got 2 questions, actually. So we'll start with this one. What makes you happy?
That's a good question. Me and you chilling on the couch in our sweats, comfy, playing some video games. It makes me so happy. That makes me so happy.
What about on a deeper level?
Playing video games, sitting on the couch. No, I'm just kidding. No, I mean,
No, that could be your truth.
I mean,
let it out.
No, I'm not saying that's not my truth. I'd love that. That's like everything for me. And it's not about video games, and that's something that is for kitty stuff and people. No, it's literally about being in a space of just pure like fun, pure happiness with the person you love. That means everything to me. So it's not just about video games. No, it's about just being in that space with the one that you love. Being at a restaurant, going to the goddamn grocery store, looking at fruit together. That means a lot to me.
I agree.
Yeah, I'm a big dude who is real stern and blunt, and people would never ever expect that from me. But that's what makes me happy. And I really don't care what people think. That's really how I feel. And you're my best friend. People forget that. People forget you're my best friend. Like,
And we don't say that like people say.
yeah, it's not like my wife is my friend too. It's like no. You have no idea that when I say my best friend, it's like, you know, we talked about everything before our relationship evolved and after our relationship evolved. And anytime we get into that space, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, what? Captain Marvel will come out next month. We will be there front and center. Nothing else matters. That's just what we do. We love. That's our friendship. So what makes me happy? Any moment with my best friend. And you give me the cheesy smile.
Listen, I know. I need you to insert them stupid ass. One of those, okay? When you mix this.
I will not do that.
Yes, you will.
We're going to record it ourselves. Is there a reason why Lacey is crying right now?
That was the awe. The awe.
Oh.
Anyways.
But yeah, honestly, yeah. Just the short answer is really just spending time with you, you know, really having a good, fun family time with the kids and us together, playing some games together, watching some movies together, going to the movies. And of course, our number one thing together is doing music together. I mean, that's what started it all. So that's what makes me happy, honestly. Just the simple things, you know. And but what makes you happy?
I'm so glad you asked.
Or whatever. You got probably a list, a teleprompter. Where the teleprompter at? Behind the.
I have bullet points.
See. That's.
So, what makes me happy? By Dominique Kemp. Edited yesterday, 9:39 p.m. Number 1, being heard. Number 2, someone caring about the things I say. Refer to number 1. Number 3, teamwork. Number 4, being on the same page. Number 5, basic life necessities being taken care of. Number 6, truly taking my words seriously. Refer to number 1 and 2.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm. Dang, what number am I on? 1, 2, 3. Number 7, partnership. Refer to number 3. Number 8, to make each other better. Number 9, and this is a big one, learning. But you know, I love learning. And last one here, feeling the pride that comes when someone, and the last one here, feeling the pride that comes with knowing you add to someone's life. You make them better, they are better because of you, are in their life, and everyone can see it. That's a big one for me.
So,
don't be mad at me because I know what makes me happy.
No, I'm just saying, like, you got this whole, like...
Because I think about these
super
things.
Powerless. Like, I'm just like, I thought you were talking about just happy stuff.
Self-reflection is huge.
You were referring
One
to...
thing I do is I self-reflect. Even if we have an argument. If we have an argument, after that argument, I literally, like last night, after we argued last night, I got online and took a quiz about, am I a narcissist or not? It told me I wasn't. But
What? You really?
I do think, you don't understand, I'm a self-reflector. Because at any time, if I clash with someone, I go within myself and I go over to the side and I literally look for answers because I want to know. Because I pride myself, I have no problem saying when I was wrong. I have no issues with that. Doesn't make me feel like less, doesn't anything. So if I feel like there's a possibility that I could be wrong in an argument or something like that, I go and I reflect and I look at sources to see, like, am I tripping? Because at the end of the day, we've kind of honed down on the fact that all of our arguments, because we've had them like every day this week, they all, for me, even though you think they're all different because they're all different scenarios, all of them go back to the fact that I feel like I'm not heard. Like I'll say something and you'll say something and I'll say the exact same thing again. And at that second time, I'm kind of like, okay, I've said this twice and it still has no weighing. So I give up at this point. And that's literally for me is being heard.
Right.
It's like everything. That's the source of all of our arguments is I don't feel heard.
Well.
So don't be mad at me for being organized now.
No. It's just that you gotta hear this though. Hear this. You said what makes me happy, and I stated just more or less actions and things, not basing it on what you were basing it on. Totally different.
So you want me to re-ask you the question so you could...
No. I'm just like, yeah, just having fun and stuff, you know.
And I said no
and then
on a deeper level.
You're like,
listening to me.
Making sure
I said on a deeper level. I said on a deeper level, yo.
Well, no,
listen.
But I mean, yeah.
Listen.
So I now understanding where you were
Let's dial it
about.
back.
No, I mean,
Here I go. AJ.
No, it's still
what
stands.
makes you happy?
No. I mean, look. It's
Proceed.
Still, what? In terms of us and relationship and things like that, what makes me, I guess, happy? It's just weird saying like happy in terms of what you do to. It's just strange to think of, like, well, because
I'll rephrase it for
she's
you.
listening to me.
No, I'll rephrase it for you.
It makes me happy, you know.
I got an email. Let me rephrase it for you. The rephrasing is this, because I can say, someone can say to me, "What makes you happy?" and I just go deep because I'm just deep like that.
Yeah.
So instead of saying what makes you happy, what the moment you go to the bathroom to take a shit and you just reflecting on what your life is. In those moments when you just reflect on life itself, what are those key things that make you feel balanced and centered in your life in terms of your family or your relationship? Let's forget family. Let's think about just relationship as the foundation. So in our relationship, what things are
what
important
raises my
to
frequency?
you? Yes.
In terms of us.
In terms of
as
us.
a unit.
Yes.
Well, first of all, us actually being a unit is a big thing. That's what raised my frequency. You know, when we have a conversation, having dialogue with each other, you know, back and forth versus like not being heard or not really getting the full idea out and kind of being cut off and stuff like that lowers my frequency a lot. And just being able to have full clarity of the situation before being like, you know, the judge, jury, and executioner is going to cut you down because, you know, you slipped up real quick, you know, and sometimes, you know, it's a matter of I'm very specific, and it's so strange that, you know, we have these things that are like such opposites and such alikes at the same time. Is so strange and weird. Like, I'm very specific, but you over there writing lists and organized and stuff, but I can go off the whim. You know what I mean? But then in terms of a conversation, I'm very, very specific. I need the bullet points in a conversation. You, on the other hand, can just go like that.
Go off
but
the cuff,
at the same
right?
time, it's still somewhat
It's
aligned.
a mirror energy. It's twin flame energy.
Well, yeah, there you go. So it's, I would say this, us understanding, you understanding how I understand stuff, how I fully like understand and understand inside what you're saying, feeling what you're saying, and really knowing that, you know what I mean, I'm in the zone doing some music and you be like, hey, stop. I went, man, come on, we let's keep on going, let's keep on going. No, stop. No, man, but we almost done. Now you pissed off at a whole nother level.
For real.
No, I'm making an example. This is
Let's
not
not talk
this
about
is not the
yesterday.
argument from yesterday.
Because that's not what happened yesterday.
It's similar.
Well, we will talk
It's
about this
similar.
on this mic.
But yeah.
It ain't similar.
But wait. So as an example, you get what I'm saying? So in terms of that, it's like, wait, I need to realize, I need to pay attention to, you know, where she is at that moment. You know what I mean? And when I do music, I guess one thing that gravitates me, and I guess I'm having an epiphany right now about myself, what gravitated me to music to begin with ever is because I am such a heavy empath that, you know, people walk in a room, my whole aura changes because I'm feeling what they just felt because they were just in an argument in the car. Now I'm down and I don't even have a clue why. And people be like, what's wrong with AJ? Nothing. I'm good. But you don't seem good. You know, on top of just being able to just get that feeling of others and being surrounded by people just makes me feel so cluttered, claustrophobic mentally. And I'm an extremely high empath. And doing music, and no, I'm saying like doing music, it literally helps block that
Frequency.
Yes.
Because it takes that frequency and it gets and cleaned out the other side. It's just music.
It's a filter.
Pure energy.
It is a filter. So I mean, that's pretty awesome thinking about it. But then I see why it's a hindrance to us sometimes, is because while I'm sitting there in my high frequency, just getting it, I'm missing your emotion at that time because I'm in that zone.
You're filtering it out.
So although nobody can make music like we do together, That's not possible. Because what we do is literally just, I mean, you're writing, there's no one in the planet that can write like you. No one on the planet that can come up with stuff that you come up with. That's not possible. You know what I mean? Don't really care what anybody thinks or say. That's just the way it is. But we have such tension because those are things we're extremely passionate about. But when we're doing it and then we're going, you're super like, I need to get this done this way, now, right this second. I don't want to lose this. I don't want to feel this. Wait, but I'm almost at this spot where I'm about to change this bridge up real quick, and I'm just feeling good, and I'm missing where you're feeling.
Because just to give you a little bit more clarity on that, I'm a wordsmith. So when it comes to words, that's me. I haven't really even begun to even try to delve into, like, I remember 15, 16 years ago, I would be doing the dishes when I was in high school. I'd be doing the dishes in my parents' house, and an entire song would pop in my head. I could hear the music, I could hear the words, I could hear everything, but I've never really tapped into deciphering what's coming out of my head, or knowing how to decipher what comes out of my head and like create that track, because I don't create tracks. You know what I'm saying? So whereas
you create tracks more than you think you do.
Listen, I know how to tell you what I like versus what I don't like, but because that's not what I do, when I have a moment where I hear something, I can actually articulate it to you. Guess what? We jumping on this wavelength right now, because if I lose this, there's going to be a fight, because this is like rare. I don't do that. I don't normally even entertain it, because back then, before I knew you, I would entertain it because I would just like think about the idea or whatever and try to cultivate it in some way. I had never, but now, that's really your lane. I focus on the words, I focus on vocal arrangement, that kind of stuff, parts, that kind of stuff.
Right.
So that's just.
And I don't want to get cut, so
I always like to say that, like you've been cut before.
Not
don't
by
get
you.
hurt. Exactly, not by me. I'm not a cutter. I'll cut you verbally.
I know, that's what I mean. I mean verbally, because
verbal cutting. Okay. Thank you for listening to our audio blog. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we did.
Let us know your thoughts. Leave your review on whichever platform you're listening on. And, of course, and always, ignite your energy.